Um, hey, it's currently a little past 10:30, and I already took my meds, and I'm definitely supposed to be sleeping right now, but I'm just, really filled with the melancholy of the past right now, and I need to talk about it, but, all my Maryland friends have already heard about it, and my here friends are tired of hearing about it, so I thought I'd make a video and upload it to YouTube. I was watching the other videos on this archive, tonight, and it just makes me think about, how good things used to be. I was living my dream. What I had was all I'd ever wanted. We would walk down to we would go to the library. I would go to Cameron's house, and we'd walk down from her house to the library, and we'd go in there and we'd play Nintendo Sports for a while. Cammy would bring her violin, I'd bring my guitar, we'd go and sit on the library balcony and play a song together. And then we'd go down and we'd walk to the bakery that my friend's mom owned, which is just so cool. And we'd sit there and eat our food. And then we'd go to the witch shop and touch rocks. And the patisserie that everyone was upset at because the guy was faking it. And we'd walk down the pier and I'd get emotional about the ocean, and everyone else would be kickboxing each other, and I'd start kickboxing Jack too. We'd start kickboxing on the pier, and then me and Cammy would get out our instruments again and we'd play again, and we'd call it busking, but we weren't making any money from it. And I'd go do something stupid like jump over the railing and land on the lower deck of the pier, and everyone would freak out. Oh my gosh, Eden, you're gonna hurt yourself. But Cammy would just laugh and take a picture. And then we'd go to the park, and we'd dare each other to climb up the swing sets again. I'd hang upside down, give someone a high five, and we'd go to the gas station, get a bunch of crappy food, and then bring it back and eat it there. It'd be cloudy, and the sky would be rumbling almost. Sometimes it would even be raining. Or, I'd walk through the woods behind my house, just complete peace, no sounds except for the sounds of the forest. And I would just be able to sit, and I knew nothing would bother me. And going down that hill at the end of the neighborhood, the sun was setting on my longboard. Just going past the chicken coop stand, both of the chicken coop stands, past the old abandoned house, past the 8th day. That big yard Scout never had to stay in. He's so depressed now. That big, beautiful yard, the pogo stick. My friends would drop me off, and Judah would get out of the car and start jumping around on my pogo stick, and my parents didn't even care. I'd climb onto the roof from the tree and just sit up there when I got bored. I spent so long in those woods looking for a tree I could climb, and I never found one because all the branches were too high up. I nearly died a couple times doing that. I used to just walk out into the woods so I could sing without anyone hearing me. And even if they did, they would think I was like a forest siren or something. And even at school, the Mary Harrison was like home. I still remember how it smelled. I still remember riding my skateboard up and down that hallway. I still remember when me and Josie and Elena got caught riding our skateboards. I miss freshman year and sophomore year, early sophomore year, a lot. We used to go to Thane's house and we'd play our instruments, and then we'd all get on our skateboards and go down the boardwalk. The sun was setting, it was freezing cold. We'd go to that stupid gas station next to the stupid water park. And there was, what was her name? The color guard section leader from my freshman year, and who twerked at homecoming. I don't remember her name. She worked there as a cashier. I would dump my skateboard behind a bin, and then me and Josie tried to break into the shipyard and climb up on a ship. That was really funny. I remember when Josie hiked several miles through the woods, and I hiked several miles through the woods, and we met up in the middle, and then walked down all the way to the river, and we skated to the river, and she got into it, and it was like 50 degrees outside, and she was wearing a bikini. That was so stupid. I remember winning state. It was one of the best days of my life. And then later on, all the time I spent with Cammie and Izzy and Carl. I remember it so clearly. Just being able to call Cammie and be like, hey, can I come over? Do you want to come over? And it would just happen because that's just how we were. And I go to their house, and Izzy would sit on the couch with us, and Cammie would sit on the couch, and we'd all watch TV. And then Cammie would give me her color guard flag, and I would go outside and spin it and pretend to be a revolutionary. That one time we went out in the snow together and pretended we were on like an expedition and we were dying. That one time we went into Washington, D.C. together with their oldest sister and her boyfriend. It was probably one of the best days of my life. I remember when I had Cammie and Izzy over for a sleepover, we sang Spring in a Storm together for my little brothers to put them in bed, and Reed loved it. And now it feels empty when I sing it and I don't have anyone to harmonize. Being here feels like being stuck in a cage. I hate everything about this place. It's my worst nightmare. And the people here are nothing like they were in Maryland. They're not bad people. They're good people. They're just very different. They don't do the kind of things that my Maryland friends did. I still remember we went to the library to study that one time, and they gave us a private room and brought us snacks because no one ever visited that one library. And then Josie offered to run across the highway to get a pizza for us, and we frolicked in the back. That was the day I found out Kaylin could drive, and I was shocked. And then me and Kaylin went to see Lovejoy together. That was another one of mine. Another top 10 experience. Another top 10 days of my life. I hate it here. I miss you guys. I know you're probably not watching this, but I miss you guys always and forever. And I love you. I'm being dramatic right now. This is cringe.